Tuesday, May 6th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here along with you. And there was quite a temperature spread yesterday across the region. This is a look back at those Monday highs, and you had a steamy 95-degree high temperature down in Columbia yesterday. It was 88 in Charlotte. Some of the Charlotte viewing area even hit 90 yesterday, but only 77 in Greensboro and 73 in Raleigh. You had some 60s for highs further to the north and east up into Virginia. And I believe Roxborough even recorded a high temperature that was low to mid 70s yesterday there. So, it's definitely a scenario where you had the further west and southwest you went, the hotter the temperatures were. Even Boone up at 80 for a high temperature yesterday afternoon. Temperatures currently 50s in a lot of spots. It's 60s down in Columbia and up in Boone along the coast as well. A lot of Piedmont locations sitting in the 50s for those current temperatures. Now, our setup overall today, not a lot of change from yesterday. Still have this frontal boundary draped throughout the region, and that's going to mean still a pretty decent spread from, say, Virginia to South Carolina in terms of the temperatures here across the region. Now, there's Storm Tracker radar as we have gone through the past several hours. Pretty quiet stuff. Now, this band of showers and a couple thunderstorms have been moving through Virginia, over through the Delmarva Peninsula and out into the Atlantic Ocean. Now, let me show you the radar from yesterday up around northern North Carolina and southern Virginia. Had a little batch of some showers mid to late morning that grazed through the northern parts of the Triad viewing area. And then a few intense thunderstorms fired in the afternoon, late in the afternoon, up into Virginia. They kind of fell apart as they tried to move across the border into North Carolina, but those storms in Virginia did produce some hail. Generally 1 to 1 1/4 inch diameter hail in some spots yesterday afternoon up that way. So here's how this plays out for us today. That frontal boundary will not move a great deal. We'll call it partly cloudy to partly sunny type of sky. And similar to yesterday, as we get into the evening, could be a few of those isolated thunderstorms firing in that zone up near the Virginia border, over into northeastern North Carolina and up into Virginia. But south of that zone, it's going to be a dry and fairly warm day. Now, as we get on into tomorrow, I think a little bit cooler, but still pretty warm. Maybe upper 70s around the Triad area. And then, of course, still in the 80s down around the Charlotte area. But watch what happens as we get toward Thursday and Friday. That very, very warm setup takes hold, and a lot of us will see 90-degree plus readings for highs on Thursday and or on Friday. Now, again, let me show you the highs yesterday one more time, and then I'll fast forward to what the RPM model is showing this afternoon. And you see kind of a similar distribution in temperatures, cooler over Virginia, really the cooler north and east you go. But then tomorrow, everybody may be a little bit cooler than what we're going to see today until you get down into South Carolina. And then the warm air just floods in as we get toward Thursday and Friday. Now, a quick snapshot of the weekend here. Next cold front will fall apart as it tries to push into the region, but due to the arrival of that front, even though it's falling apart as it arrives, we'll see more clouds, chance of at least some scattered showers and storms, and the temperatures will back down a pretty decent bit. Nothing cold about it, but maybe more toward the lower to mid 80s for highs in many spots across the region by then. All right, 500 millibar chart from the European model. That's what it looks like today. Look at the ridging later this week taking shape over the southeast, cranking those temperatures Thursday and Friday. Then this little disturbance moves through on the European over the weekend. It's more pronounced on the European than what we've seen on the GFS. So let me show you the European. This is Friday, that warm and dry pattern across the region. Now, the latest run of the European model holds the rain mountains and points west through the daylight hours Saturday, and then it brings the chance of some showers and thunderstorms through the region as you get toward later Saturday night and Sunday. On the GFS, it's a little bit quicker with the arrival of that rain chance over the weekend, so by Saturday afternoon, the chance of at least a few showers and storms works through the Piedmont. Again, that's on the GFS model, and then you see the shower and storm chances really settling in further as you get toward Saturday night. So the weekend, I think Saturday we have to include the chance of at least a couple of showers and storms across the Piedmont zones, but it looks like it might be the better opportunities will occur, say, Saturday night into Sunday. But even Sunday for Mother's Day, we're not talking a washout. We're talking kind of some scattering of showers and thunderstorms. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.